Alright, so... Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Continue along with the Vtuber rig today. There are a couple of bits I've done off stream, just the very generic parts that don't really need to be explained, or they are very interesting to look at, honestly. But, now is the bit that is interesting generally to look at, which is to take the sideways lean and turn it into a inward-outward lean. So basically everything that has a sideways lean now needs the inward-outward lean as well. Once again, starting from the hip, well, at least the hip is the goal. Which basically means I'm starting with the legs. Because the thigh is going to be our main director of the overall motion here. Unless I pull the legs back and actually no. If I want to go down, I might pull the legs or the butt backwards and the knees forward, but for this motion we want to specifically move the body forward onto an angle. So we want to tilt the legs themselves forward. Just do that. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Actually wait, where is... Inward, outward, which way in, which way out? Where is this? Voice, no. Inward lean. Negative is forward and positive is out. Okay, sure. So we want to go negative for negative for inward. Because we're going to work this onto the body lean Z. We want the head to be the overall center of everything. Basically means, yeah, moving. Do I need to control that closely? Probably just go. Wait, you. 2 by 2. I'll change you as well. Just on the third editing level. So basically I want to bring... Actually, if we... We're anchoring the right foot. The left foot is actually go... no, the step forward should be done inside the motion, not the base. Because the blend shape handles the final motion, not the... what should we call it? The base motion. Okay. So basically want to just bring this part... where would it actually go? We want to keep the actual center of the crotch area and around the same position, but everything around it should lean outwards. The body's slightly turned, which probably isn't helping. This is the bit where it'd probably help if I just drew the whole hip rather than just having legs kind of vaguely reach up to it. So no matter what, the right leg will overall reach out less, purely because we're using this as the anchor. Which means that we aren't leaning the body out quite as far with this. Let's go. Or there's more like a limit to how far I can lean the body out. Does that give me a nice enough... Alright, where's the skirt? Oh yeah, I haven't missed the cookies and the ribbons yet. Skirt. And the bottom of the blouse, you two. Just turn these off. Then make an other snapshot. Is that doing it? Then we can now make a snapshot of the legs up here, please. And then we want to look at this. We don't want to bring this leg quite as far out, so bring this back in a little bit. So the hip itself, because we're bringing the butt inwards here, so the butt would be like what, right here-ish. The hip itself would be around here-ish. Let's go with that for now. Alright, and how far back do we want to lean the body? I actually have a bit of leeway given that effectively the whatchamacallit leg is more than ankle. Let's bring the butt. Kind of happening to like visualize the butt without actually having it in, which is a little bit weird, but let's go maybe about that far back. So that we're just leaning back a little bit. Generally don't want this back lean to be too aggressive, but we're not taking a step back. We're taking maybe about half to a quarter of a step backwards. Don't want to lean back that far. I think that should still be a little bit over what I need just to work with the physics. That's good. Maybe about that far back. That's actually quite far back. Then, based on where the butt is there, the side of the hip should be around there. This leg still has to look steady while balancing on top of the anchored foot. So let me just stop this as well. Okay, should we just go with that for now and then work out what the heck I'm doing with the what the fuck is this? Hello there. Alright, let me just have a look at what the heck Twitch is telling me here. Because that was unexpected. What the heck is happening on the Twitch side? What is all this crap? Why is it telling me? Can I look at this in detail? What? Ah, jeez. Alright, Twitch, get the heck out of here. I'm not a big enough channel to care about this. Oh dear. Like how that's just synced up to everyone, with absolutely no regard to anything. Or turn that off. Alright. What are we dealing with here? In, out, okay. Then we want to grab you and turn you back up. Actually, no, turn you back down a little bit. Go about there. Turn that off, and then need to lean the blouse forward because that is the core part that's actually controlling the motion here. See what I get if I go. Can I go like this? Pull this up a whole bunch? That looks incredibly flat. Let's go like this and round it a little bit. Should try and round it more, ideally. Alright, what's the bit of this looking like? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, well, dealing with a curvy bit that's not particularly great for curving, so we're just gonna grab the whole thing and give it a new, very tight mesh instead, just to make it behave. Overall, while there's a couple of creases in this piece, the whole thing is basically just a white slab, so hopefully the creases will behave. I'm just hoping that the creases will largely behave and not fight me. Alright, you. I need you to maybe not that much. Alright, let's get this to really hug the edge tightly here so that I can manipulate it a bit better. Kind of forget how big I made this canvas with how tight this is. Usually 20 is quite a bit larger of a gap than this, but I'm also working on a larger piece. That's probably why it looks a little weird. Probably gonna do this to the skirt as well, the main part of the skirt. Regardless, so just try and slot this in this way. Hello there. Okay, one of those didn't come up properly, but hello there, how are you doing? Cheers to the raid. Currently working through a Vtuber model here. Tightening up the mesh because this isn't curving enough, so working through the remeshing of a part right now. Just to see if I can make it behave the way I need it to. Well, it should behave the way I need it to if I do this, so top side doesn't matter quite as much because this is largely the outline that is underneath, so we'll just tighten that up. That's neat. Okay, we'll just do it like that, just see how well that behaves for a moment. Basically, we need to lean, not you, lean inwards. We need this to round up. We need this to be, where is it? You change to 9 by 9, see how well that helps that. I really don't want to make this tighter than it is right now. Okay, we'll grab. That's a tiny ass brush. That's stupid. Am I out of memory? Am I really out of memory here? Why is everything lagging? Because I want to pull it down, but I don't want this part to look like... I need to round this part out a bit nicer. Alright, what's the... let me just snapshot this. I really should have just made this round by default. I think that's half what's causing the problem right now. So I'm trying to work around both the default non-uniform shape along with the perspective without a particularly great set of lighting that I also can't see clearly because I've turned this down. Just look at the links below it. What does it look like right now? Yeah, this is definitely a part that would have benefited from having the shading and creases not be part of the actual mesh itself. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to conform this a little bit more to the shape of the butt, given that the hips aren't quite facing directly forward. Alright, you round out a bit more. Jeez. Alright, brush this way. Alright, let's just make that a little bit. What is controlling spots? You? And a little bit. Am I missing a point here? Why is that having such a big problem? Or is it because of my default? I have like a minuscule indent on that line and that's causing a problem. That's hilarious. Well, I shouldn't be caring so much about it because it is a minuscule indent on that line. Alright, what is this gonna do? I want to conform to the shape of the butt, which is about here. Honestly, I shouldn't be looking at the waist bit on top of it right now. The butt goes over here, so we want to bring this part a good way of doing this without having to mess with the... I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, this curve over here is gonna work either. I'm gonna have to smooth this out as well. Can I just pull? Okay, this is definitely gonna drive me insane once I make the leaning circular. Alright, I'll just leave it like that for a moment. What's this gonna look like? We're leaning forward, so by default it looks like that. Slightly flayed outwards will be what, pointing inward a little bit. Is my back part connected to the front part right now? It is. This needs to be separated into a front and a back. I need to pull the back out of view to represent the front better. And this is where all of the undersides should be not visible. I should have separated all the underside parts. Alright, let's just see how well I can make this behave. Alright, you go this way. You need to go... Yeah, just 100% needs all the back parts or under parts separated to do this properly. This is not going to look nice at all. Oh dear. Do I go back and separate everything? That's the real question right now, because that's going to take a very long time. Okay, 100% realistically, I probably should have squashed the or not, separated all of the frills individually as well to make this easier to control. Can I do something to you to mesh here? I did mesh it kind of lazily, so let's... I could try a double line of vertices to try and squash the under part out of there. That's probably the most realistic way I have of doing this without going back to separate the undersides from the top sides. Was there a better way to deal with that? Surely find a nicer way to do frills. Also, can I turn... I need to just turn this back up so I can look at it properly. Where is this? Jeez. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold up. Where is you? So if I line up... Okay, let's just see if I can force this to behave if I... Now that requires editing at the mesh level. I want to avoid editing at the mesh level if I can. Okay, I'm gonna go with a line across them. I'm just trying to use the bottom vertices to try and squash the underside also there as it turns down away from the camera instead. Not a pretty solution, but otherwise I'm going to go back and separate everything a bit more aggressively than what it is right now. Let's see. So for the most part, this thing is just a single slab, so... see if I can just force it to, what the heck is this doing up here? Okay, let's just see if I can make that work. So, ideally, want to bring the bottom vertices up to meet the middle ones, and that will kind of forcibly squash the part also there, but I also can't get this. This whole thing should just be separated completion because I need this piece to not look like this. Oh dear. Probably over a bit if I just separate all of this and then just glued it back together later. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna have a good way of dealing with this, do I? Just kind of forcibly squash this inwards. Oh yeah, this looks honestly kind of horrific right now. What was the best way to do that if I don't want to do it like this? Yeah, it looks completely flat. That's not good. That is not good at all. It looks very flat. Also, you should probably be a 2x, not 2x3, 3x2. I actually need a flat piece underneath, don't I? And then... I could have avoided this whole problem if I just made the piece more uniform to begin with. I'm trying to conform to 2 different shapes right now. Alright, fine. We'll do it like this. Not really turning this that far away from the front, but I just need to try and round it out somehow. Have a good way of rounding this out? And this is super forced. This is horrendously super forced. Do I want this to point straight down? Where am I at? Go more like... Or what does that look like? Oh, that's terrific. That's pulling in way too much for the fact that it's coming forward. Yeah, this is coming forward, so this is... No, this should be pulling out further to begin with. Let me just... Because this is pulling from here. This is the side... What's this look like? I need more curves along this line. Just... Well, let me just see if 5 points will make it behave. Probably won't. I'm probably going to need more points here. Just enough to round it out. Alright, fine. Alright, get in there. Then we'll go... Do I need this thick of a line just to make this curve? What's this look like right now? And then we'll just do that to the side as well. Alright, see if that helps. Can I force that to look a little rounder? That's the real question right now. Do I need another control point like right about here? That's like a super awkward point for it to be needed. Or can I actually just go like this, actually? If I just go... That does not look right at all. I think I'm just gonna add a shadow into the part here along the top of it, just to imply that the bit on top is a lot thicker than it is. That's probably the most realistic way to do this, but that means that this part will be sticking out a lot more over the top of this part, and I think that makes sense. This really shouldn't pull. Okay, let's mess up the remainder of the body above it, and then we'll worry about how to lean this in around every which way. Alright, where is waist? Not you, not you. You. Okay. Leaning from the hip, so... we're bringing the waist forward so that we are now looking like a tube sticking through. Center of the body is forward. Lean it inwards. They decided to make sure that the body rotation below this works correctly later. How far out are we bringing this? Bringing the body... Why is that becoming unsealed? It's hilarious. This part still needs to stay in the same spot. Ideally. Not you. Am I leaving the body forward too far? Surely I am. The center of the body is going at an angle down like this. So when we bring the body forward, I mean, this part itself should end up. Where's the top? You. Not you. You. Oh, I've got the back parts attached to this. That needs to be separated. How far forward am I actually bring the body? I feel like I'm bringing the body too far forward at this point. Whatever. Let's just miss a bit and then see how far forward I'm actually bringing the body. Yeah. Because we're bringing the whole body forward. I can you bring, where is it? Just collapse that, please, for a moment there. I want to bring you and you just put it down by a little bit. The body's leaning forward. Our line of sight is directly into the face. Perspective-wise, going down a little on the eye line, or the sight line. Because the hip is moving forward. Lowering... I bring this too far down then. Ignoring the fact that the back pieces need to be separated, but... all good. Apologize that I'm not exactly making much progress as I fumble over this, but... cheers for hanging out. Okay, so ignoring the front and back portions, because realistically I'm going to separate that and do them their own deformers to create the shape correctly. Am I bringing the waist too far down. Because this is just below the chest line is here. Belly button is about here, and then the hip starts about here. We'll bring the hip up to about here. This should be around the shape down here. Because we are leaning forward. So as the body rounds out, we should have a tiny little bit of this rounding out, because the cylindrical shape of the body should be more defined when you're leaning forward than when you're looking at it straight on. So we'll go a little bit of this round shape around the body. We're leaning the angled stance forward. Do we also bring this more across, or do we lean it directly at the camera? That's another question right now. Alright, well, where's the top part? You lean this more up. I'm just pressing caps lock repeatedly. That's not right. You come forward. And then you need to be more this way. I can bring the underside of the chest line way too far forward. Can I round? I can't round this line out more without giving it a ridiculous mission, can I? Right now it is being restricted a little bit by the overall mesh. Alright, we're just gonna make this thing very bendy and just give it a thick ass mesh. The inside doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and go across and across and. Alright, the actual side pieces are affected by the back pieces. Actually, no, that's no, actually, that's good. That means I don't have to worry about the roundness of the side pieces quite as much when I'm missing the front piece. And then I want to pull you all the way up to about there and stick that outside. Okay, so that should make it so that as I'm turning this piece, as I change it also from a 5x5 to a 9x9, that we should get around the shape overall as this turns. Pull you down, pull you in a little bit. Let's say so. Do I need to do this to the bottom of these? Where is it? This is already pretty aggressively meshed. I should be able to achieve the roundness I need with just that. It's more of a matter of, do I need a tighter, busier conversion division here? Because that will fit the control points. I'm gonna pull you in. I'm gonna pull you out a little bit, pull you in a little bit. Let me just do one of these at a time. Pull you out a little bit and pull you in a little bit. Pull you out a little What? I'm bringing the upper body really far forward. I just gotta realize that. Oh, this could be somewhat problematic. Alright, let's pretend that's Repcon. That's where that's gonna sit for a moment. Where's the top of the blouse? Blouse top. You collapse. Alright, I haven't separated this piece at all. Okay, this is gonna determine roughly where the collarbone to the neck sits. Or how far forward that is. We're saying the hinge of the head is determined by the head and not the body's orientation. So we are bringing the neck probably so that it is a cylinder right about here, pointing forward. Okay, let me just turn you off. And then hello there, how you doing? Where was it? Okay, not cape, I need blouse top, lean. I like how the collar is just underneath and it's literally not relevant in the slightest. Okay, we're leaning the chest outwards, actually quite aggressively here. The bottom of the chest line is already coming forward, but this piece specifically defines the shape of the chest. So we need the actual shape here to now point more over here because we're leaning the whole body forward. The body is already at an angle, so let's just let's move more forward. Let's see how much further forward I can bring it. But regardless, welcome to the stream. Working on the inward-outward lean of a Vtuber model right now. Can I... Okay, you need to be a 2x3 first up. Then I should have more control over this part specifically. Because the chest is now coming down like... Oh wait, I shouldn't lean it at such an angle, should I? Because I want the neck to be centered no matter what. We want the spine to stay in the same X position here, so we don't actually want to lean the chest itself out. We want to keep the chest itself in, but we still want to reshape. That means the neck is coming down. Why did I just grab a single point? Please don't grab a single point, that always wrecks things. Okay, let me just reset this shape. Jeez. You, take this, please, and then go here. Okay. Because we want to keep the neck straight forward, so there's a couple of general rules that this piece actually has to follow, which is that the actual... Actually, does it? No, it doesn't, because this is underneath a bunch of other pieces. It was drawn with the express purpose that's going to be underneath a bunch of other pieces. But for the most part, you lean out this way. So what the whole piece was straightened out a little bit because of the way everything's angled. I really need to separate all these pieces as I'm doing it. Oh dear. Because we're now looking at the chest. Okay, let me just grab the rest of the blouse and just see if it looks... It's not going to cause as much insanity if I do it together. Don't actually care about the collar. The collar's never visible. Oh, whatever. You. Forward. Leaning the shoulders and the chest outwards. So that we're looking at something... It should almost be more like this way. Because the color... Oh, right, the color was for directing this line. Please go up a little bit. The fun bit is I can't actually see the shoulders normally, so they don't make a great visual indicator where everything should be. But the top of the shoulder should now be like about here. This is... Collarbone's like about here, and it should be about here. Collarbone's like normally about here. So we're looking at it like about here. This is where the collarbone is. So the top of the shoulder is about there. Do I need to make this a 3x2 as well? The fact that this piece is underneath really doesn't help. I like one more line to indicate like where the top of the arm was there, or the top. What's it called? Like the... What is this part of the body called? That goes between your neck and your shoulder. Alright, but either way, let's pretend that goes out to there. We want the arms to react independently to the body leaning forward. So the arm itself only needs to come forward without caring about the orientation at all. Oh, that's a lot of pieces. Where is it? There we go. Hopefully I don't need to separate all of the joints in the, quite, not the arm, the hand quite yet. That would be very unfortunate. Actually, no, I do need to separate the way that would be moved. Actually, no, that's only for the response the arm is going to do. But what the arms to swing at all, then... So we don't want the arms to move at a fixed angle. Do we want the arms to change at a fixed angle? Or do we want the arms to respond to the change instead? Using physics. Or do I only change the shoulder, which doesn't matter because the shoulder is covered? I'm thinking way too hard about this. For something that's probably not going to be worth it. So, realistically, all that actually needs to happen with the arm is that it comes forward. Set a mount and towards the camera. And it stays attached to the shoulder, and that's all we actually care about. A bit much. So if we do an individual response on the arm, then that will have to wait for the more physics-based portion instead. Honestly, the shoulder doesn't matter. The shoulder is whatever, it's covered. But just for sanity's sake, let's go ahead and... Where's the top arm here? U. Any change to the upper arm actually needs to reflect a lot of pieces here. Namely, all of these need to move out a little bit, don't they? Well, that's actually really awkward. I need these to move like slightly this way. It's like the slightest bit this way. Without messing with the rest of the arm for now, at least. Alright, where's the other arm? If it doesn't look right, I'll mess with it later. It's like the story roofing. If I don't like it later, then I'll mess with it later. Oh, way. That's definitely never come back to bite anyone when they're doing Live2D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, jeez. Really? Give me all of the leaning parts here. And let me do things with them, please. Alright, sleeve. Forward a set amount. And just attach the shoulder to the shoulder part. Oh, this is... I feel like I actually need to bring this elbow backwards and then bring the hand forward. I feel like that might actually be better. Also, this side doesn't feel like it's going out enough anymore. Um, you out a bit more. Honestly, this will depend more on what I want the hands to actually do in this motion. Do I care about the color at all? I just turned them off because the color doesn't actually matter. It's like permanently covered. I need to stand up. I can feel my back starting to hurt. Oh, I got another bit of frills that might cause a problem. Okay. Man, that part needs to be separated. Oh boy. Alright, well, either way, let's see. But this part is now practically going... over the top of the shoulder. These spots need to like really stretch. Oh, you get to see my indecision on what the heck to do with the lines at the top. No general fact that this actually has to be the first down, like here. Which top of the shoulder? Top of the shoulder's like here. Yeah, so I need this to pull outwards. Now, what's the mesh looking like? I kind of actually need the mesh inside though for this piece. Let me just see what this is doing when this moves. Okay, I need more control over the shape of the shoulder, so let's go ahead and mesh mode, please. Wait. Mesh mode, please. I need to have more control on the outside line, particularly here. Do I need more control of the line of the inside too? Somewhat. Okay, let me just see if I can get it to a... Because I can tell it to not maintain the current mesh, right? Like, don't maintain current mesh. I could just, in theory, draw right over the top of it, and it should just replace the meshes. It does not replace the meshes unless I'm using a thicker one, does it? Because it's only when it actually gets covered that it cares. Okay, fine. We'll go over outline using the double mesh here. Just so I can get rid of the original mesh as well while I'm at it. Still need a little bit of modifications doing it like this afterwards, but we'll get the job done for now. Should I want this on the inside of the outside? And this is so forced, it's hilarious. Oh dear. Do I have this on the outside of the mission instead then? That'd be better. Just keep it consistent all the way around. Okay, let's just see how well that behaves. Gonna just need a better line to deal with the edge here. Everything is super round. Alright, fine, we'll increase the roundness here. Don't lock it. Because I haven't decided where the neck exactly is yet. That's also a thing. So neck will be coming forward as well. It might be coming forward right about. Shoulder is going over the top here. I don't have much control over this line right here. Don't you tuck this at all? No, this is going over the chest. So, if anything, I can force that in a little. Why does it force in just a tad, actually? So, it's kind of flopping over the top of the chest a little bit here. That would be ideal, but I also like to cover the ribbon a little bit more. How do I feel about that? Oh dear. Because right now the top of the shoulder is going along here-ish. Hmm. I feel like it's one of those things I need to look at it once everything's in motion just to compare it. Hmm. Oh, I've actually already separated the back and the front. Huh. Oh dear. Although I actually used a ribbon to try and direct this, because the ribbon is the bit covering the seam between these two pieces. But this is also another piece where the back side and the front side of the frills aren't separated, which makes this incredibly awkward to work with. Especially if this piece is more curved than the other ones. So this one should actually almost completely flatten out in a way so that we're creating a cylinder for the neck to come through. Where's ribbon? You. Off. I don't really have a good way of squashing the top of this. Oh, it looks so flat. Each individual throw should be separated. I'm gonna lose my mind to this. It's gonna be great. Okay, maybe pull this in just like a tad. Would this still be pointing this way if we lean the body forward? So it would be... Can I get this to curve a bit more here? Ideally. Given this points upwards. Oh, the frills look so flat. I can't really do anything about it. Do I go back and cut all these frills off? How many pieces is that going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pieces in just this one part. That's going to be... I feel like that should be a fix that I do later. Let's just get this in a place so that I have a placeholder of where this should roughly go first. Okay, so the neck is a highly cylindrical part of the body, so ideally this should be a very rounded out piece here. I literally can't flatten it. That's so funny. Oh my god, that looks so bad. Oh dear. That looks horrific. um... I even get this to like kind of fake it, can I? The way that these parts are meshed. Well, Nick will be coming for the top of this piece, so this isn't the most important one. But can I get this thing to give a nice round shape here? I can. Well, I kind of can. What's the visual thing like here? Well, that explains a lot. Alright, let's see. We only really care about the top line, so we're just gonna go ahead and increase the thickness of the top line here a lot without giving a shit about any of the other parts. Very good enough. Then that means that we pull it up here and pull. There's not enough division. I don't really need that much of a division for a piece this small. My fingers will half the memory in my PC. We just need this bit. Wait. This bit. Is this the wrong brush? It's not. Why? I should check my lock piece shortcut key because I pressed it way too often by accident. Oh, whatever. Should I have actually just stuck the neck forward first? Although I actually try and direct it using the collar underneath, that doesn't actually get steam. Because that's also a choice. I could try and use the collar underneath to direct the neck. That's not good at all. Also, what the heck did I just see there? You know what? Control the lines a bit nicer. That might help. Actually try and protect the lines here instead. trying to disaggressively protect the lines. Shapes has not really gone particularly well for these kind of throws though, so honestly how well this works is really going to be a mystery. Who really had the... God. But why? Why is that one piece get stretched out like that? Who's doing that? Is it you? Oh boy. Yeah, this is really about as well as I can get this to work. I feel like I'm actually leading this out too far now. Bring it up a little bit. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'll just leave that there for now. Honestly, it just needs the other parts to move with it to see a bit. He was absolutely insane. Where was the back? Okay, so the body's leaning forward, so we are going to bring the main part of this forward, but because the back is cylindrical, well, the body is cylindrical, we need this to lean over the top of the body in a round manner. I should have been more careful when I was coloring this part. And we do need to bring this down because the body itself is leaning forward. So we're losing a little bit of height. What's the bottom of the mesh look like here? That's the only bit I actually care about. Let's go ahead and just double up across this line. See if I can make that rounder. Also, get you out here. Let's make that a little bit rounder. How do I feel about that? Can you bring the actual edge of this out further? I should just glue this part together, shouldn't I? Rather than trying to fight the line here. I'll leave that as a problem for future me if it still bothers me later. Probably once it gets to a round portion of leaning it'll matter. Alright, we'll pretend that's okay for now. I'll do the neck first and just see how ridiculous it looks with the neck coming forward. Let's see how ridiculous it is if I try to make the neck come forward. Alright, honestly, the color of the blouse underneath no longer matters at all. It's not really a blouse, it's just a shirt. Where's the collar? You. Off. Not really being used anymore. Alright, you, Nick. So we want to keep the spine in largely the same spot no matter what. So, the center of the neck essentially does have to stay in place as it comes forward. The good thing is that this is basically just a cylindrical tube, so there's not really much it can do. Where's the spot? Here. Is that too much on the neck? It's like a little... Just a little too much. Also, I'm like super eyeballing this right now, which probably isn't good. And since we want the head to be affected not by the body's lean, but by the head rotation instead, we are just going to bring the head forward exactly as it is. That looks insane when I do that. Because the spine is still going to be like right here. The head, we don't actually want to change the orientation. Not with this parameter at least. I want to change that with the head parameters instead. I'll just leave it like that for now. I'll just close that for a moment. Alright, the ribbon. You. On. I'll sit that about there. How about? Okay, so gonna see more. Do I have the mesh to do this? I mean, it's Buzz. The stitching part. Well, there's not really between. There's not really between two divisions. Okay, let's see if I can just kind of force it if I have more vertical divisions. Because right now what I need is for this top part to stretch. Or do I want... No, that should be affected by the lean of anything. If I want this to balance, it has to be in the physics, not in the base motion. Can't really do anything with this, is there? We're leaning the body forward, so ideally I want this part to stretch out, but that's... And then this under piece will kind of hook and loop. And we'll also be seeing less of it because of the angle of the sitting at. Where we want this to be more of a round oval than it was before. While still stretching outwards. Kind of like that, actually. Actually is about right. Well, this part, if I can make it wider, I need this to be wider, but stretching pieces is a giant pain in the butt. Can I get you to stretch a bit up here? That would be very nice. I just need this to be like a little bit bigger. The angle is about right. Actually, where's the neck piece of this? You. Because I need you to be like... Where's the back part of this? Oh dear. But you need to stretch around. And please get that out of the way. Alright, you need to be way more bendy. Alright, how's this behave for now? Alright, how about we don't just be halfway down there? Okay, so if I now lean the body forward. Jeez. Alright, let's increase the number of divisions here, just to give it more control in the round spin here. What are we looking at? Okay, let's round this out a bit better. And where's the back piece? How much of this can I make this look like around the shape here? Can I... force this into being a round shape? Kind of. I feel like really forced, but... What's this thing look like? Try and force it a little bit on these points here. Really just need this to be a rectangle that can bend. I mean, that kind of works. I'm squashing the line like crazy, but... Also, this part looks absolutely horrific. Oh, this part really does look bad now. Because I can't flip... Can't, like, flick this out very well, can I? Unless I go, like... Just kind of force it to, like, fold outwards. Actually, wait, no. I guess this kind of works. Oh, that's the back piece there. That's probably past Wells that's gonna go. Alright, where's the end piece of this? Ribbon. Okay, ribbon ends just kind of need to hang. If there's gonna be any motion on it, it has to be attached to physics later, so we're just gonna go meh. But this part itself isn't going to change shape just because we're leaning forward. I might bring it too far forward. Because this bit's still gonna hang. It's just that this part is changing angles because we're now seeing more of the top of it in a ring like this rather than a ring like that. Alright, you. You need to fold upwards. Well, ideally, if I can, stretching out this top part. That's not gonna work. Oh, that's totally not gonna work. Then we want to roll this so that you are more this way, going inwards, and we'll end up ideally being more of this part while seeing less of this part. And then we also need to bring you forward. This side is done way worse than the other side. You. You. I don't really have much control over these exact points, do I? This is just stretch it out like this. I just need this bit to be a little tad wider. Okay. Sure, I'll go with that. Was this bit symmetrical? I don't think it was. But the good thing is that I can largely use the same logic behind both pieces, even though I am going to go ahead and make this tighter. I like how this just looks cleaner with the line because I haven't missed the body settings for it before moving it. Oh dear, does that... Should I just redo the outside thing? Oh dear. The line itself just looks nicer. That's so funny. Alright, you know what? Let's grab you. Let us grab you right here. And we'll redo this. Wow, it looks so much nicer. That's so funny. Go ahead. Alright, where is... I feel like I'm gonna end up remeshing all of these later. Don't know how much I should actually be bothering with well, not remeshing, recutting these pieces later. But for now, let's just go ahead and give these things a bit of a nicer mesh to work with. Let's give the edge a nice corner. Don't know if that's gonna matter or not. Let's make sure the sides can somewhat nicely bend. Alright, let's just see if that behaves. Man, it looks horrific. And I can't really do anything about that. Oh dear. It looks so flat, it's so glorious. I can literally take how flat this looks and put it into a Live2D tutorial on why you should cut pieces a bit more. Or more accurately, why you should cut the pieces even would drive you absolutely insane later. I need more clearance here. Okay, let's see. Where is back? You. No. You. Alright, well, either way, that's all the time I have for the day. Man, it's a little horrific. Okay, well, for the parts that are done, we'll just quickly throw this into, the... whatchamacallit? It's not really a inward lean. Am I inputting that correctly? Z. No, this is the output. Let me just rename this. Body horizontal lean. So we're inputting using a step parameter for the body inward input. Just call it like that for now. But it does mean that we can just take the inward lean and use the exact same parameters on this while inputting and outputting to the other parameters we need here. And I don't have a thing listed in the script art. Well, the script's like half visible right now. Where is this right mouse button? Why should? Oh, because the corners. You disable for a moment. Sideways, no, you inward, out, inward, outward. 20 to 20, angle, body, inward, input, inward. Right. Alright, well, let's just, I said it's the wrong thing. Hold on. So you need to go to the input here. Then you need to go to the output sideways, inward. No, wait, what's this set to? Body side, inward, output. Inward, outward, lean, output. This is what that's set to? Why is this? Yeah, that's what that's set to. Okay, I've set this incorrectly, so, oh, by the way. You. Everything that has you. Select. Everything that's you. Move to you. So if I turn you off so that the corner isn't existing, inward output, inward, jeez, you, delete. It's not the correct one? Or am I just not inputting enough? Why am I not inputting enough? Set input here. Why is it? Jeez. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Alright, well, okay, so everything that has this, get this, then here, do this. That work? No? No, I need everything when you're at here. Please give me this form and pop it here. It's not gonna let me do that. Jeez. Okay, so I made a whoopsie on the parameter I'm working on, and the parameter I'm trying to move it to is smaller than the for the max and min outputs. So it's just going to take me a little while to work through it because it doesn't seem like Live2D wants to let me move it directly. So either way, this is all the time I have today. So we'll continue this next time. I'm going to sit down and fix this before I go to bed. But either way, the inward lean is like partially in. This outward lean not occurring right now, and then once that's done, then we'll put the corner in to create a circular motion starting from effectively the hips and do the lean like that. Once that's done, then that will be on to the accompanying motions, namely the left leg needs to step to redistribute the weight of the body, and then the arms need to do something, because right now the arms are just moving without changing perspective. Because ideally I like the arms to react to the motion instead of moving as part of the leaning motion, just so that it has a little bit of a shakiness to it, even though the leaning motion should already have some because it's being controlled by physics, but it should be a bit more layered and should flow a bit better. Alright, so either way, I'm gonna go fix this, but if you want to see more of this next time, remember to be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I shall see you all next time as I lose my mind to this again.